live chat. All messages are visible. Well, this is something completely different. I'm doing a live cooking video. And today, I'm going to be making a Hoover stew. Now, a Hoover stew is basically, it's an old recipe from the Great Depression. And the Hoover stew was basically meant to be one of those low-budget meals that would often be made to feed large crowds, and was meant to be low budget to, be kind of hearty, despite being on a low budget, usually around $6. And this is how you usually make a Hoover stew. It normally requires a box of any macaroni pasta, usually elbow macaroni. Here I decided to use farfalle. Two cans of canned tomatoes. You could be any kind of canned tomatoes. I decided to choose stewed tomatoes. And 1 can of corn. Well, of course, that's not all. And finally, usually it could be a whole sleeve of hot dogs or even just a sausage. This time I decided to use turkey smoked sausage. Thing is, I wanted to do something, I've done hot dogs, and the second time I did a Hoover stew, I decided to use beef meatballs with Italian style seasoning. Anyway, I'm boiling water right now, and you're gonna see me pretty much make the stuff. But of course, I gotta wait for the water to boil. Once it gets boiling, then I'll start cooking the pasta. Good morning. Making a Hoover stew. But yeah, usually if you make a Hoover stew, you can do something like you can do more than just the base ingredients of canned tomatoes and canned corn, and you don't really have to use hot dogs or sausages. That's just that's optional, give or take. But yeah. How we all doing today? Everyone having a good morning? So yeah, this season is also Lent, and in Lent, it usually means that I can't eat meat on Fridays. Isn't that so? It's kind of ironic that I'm cooking meat, but you know, it's just it's kind of what I have to do. I just figured I'd get it prepared in advance. That way I have a meal that can last me at least 2 weeks, if you know what I mean. So I think I'll just put this back in the fridge. Once I start cooking the pasta, once I cook the pasta, then I'll start chopping the sausage. Chop, 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 chop. Anyway, back to the fridge this goes. May as well get my can opener. Here we are. I'll use the can opener for this, because it ain't got a tab. You know what I mean? Anything, yep. Water's still not boiling, but once it starts boiling, Gonzo. Is that a reference to the Muppet character? Because whenever I hear the name Gonzo, I immediately think of the Great Gonzo from the Muppets. No, I'm Tony the Happy Nerd. Then again, I must be below 3rd rate. Also, yeah, as Tony the Happy Nerd, I'm the host of Commentary Companions. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. So were you looking for Gonzo from Austin? Maybe a look-alike. Is he nearsighted? I mean, yeah, usually I wear these glasses because I'm nearsighted. Anyway. Okey-doke. But yeah, you gotta cook the pasta per instructions. Yep. Add 12 ounce signature. Select. Yep, it's a 12-ounce box, an entire box. Wouldn't you know it? So when you say Gonzo from Austin, do you mean Austin, Texas? I've been to I've been to Dallas, Texas. Well, technically an airport in Dallas, and I went to Texarkana. And Texarkana is, the border town between Texas and Arkansas. My maternal grandfather and my maternal uncle and his kids live in Texarkana. Texarkana's nice, but yeah, it has been my first taste of Texas. I really hope I can spend maybe a few days in Dallas, because 4 hours into Dallas airport really doesn't do Dallas justice, you know what I mean? Okay. Yep, cook uncovered, stirring occasionally for 13 to 16 minutes. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those long videos. Alright, set the timer. I'm gonna set it on my phone. Whoops. Wrong area. Clock. Clock. I guess I'll do 16 minutes when it comes to cooking the pasta. That way it gets al dente. Alright, setting it up for 16 minutes. So, can someone tell me who Gonzo from Austin is? Apparently I look like him. I guess I'd have to look him up on YouTube, but I think the first result I'm going to get if I look up Gonzo is the Muppets character. Okay, the water's starting to form little hot bubbles. Whoops. But no, I don't think I really have a twin. When I was born, it was just me. But when I was, I wasn't really born with any twins. I have a sister, but that's about it. She's 4 years younger than me. But maybe there was someone who was also born on September 24th, 1996. But I guess just for shits and giggles, I might as well look up this Gonzo guy. Is it Gonzock? Are you sure you don't mean Gonzock? Well, I guess this guy looks like me. Is this who you were referring to? Gonzock? Gonzock? Gonzoke? I guess I can see a bit of a resemblance. Maybe. Yeah, it's Gonzock. I don't get it. Oop. The water's getting very hot, which means I'm getting close. Also, when you cook a Hoover stew, you should pretty much make sure to do not drain the tomatoes and the corn. It's essential to making the recipe. And I became familiar with the Hoover stew after watching B. Dylan Hollis make the recipe, and I became very interested in it. It's very hearty and lasts me a few days. It's a shame that I can't eat it today since I can't eat meat on Friday on Lent until Easter. Isn't that fun? However, there's a loophole when it comes to not eating meat on Lent. I can at least eat fish and other seafood, I think. And trust me, I have grown accustomed to a filet of fish on a filet of fish at McDonald's. It's good stuff. Oh, shoot, I think I forgot to do something. Still here. Oh yeah. Oh, I did get rid of the coffee cup. That's good. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. I guess I should also point out what I'm planning on doing for the next episode of Commentary Companions.